Hi there, I'm Bunna, and this is my grid-locked ARK series. The map has been divided into grids that can only be unlocked by completing certain milestones I've set for my character. Grids can be lost if I die and can't retrieve my items, or if I die in a boss fight. The series will end when I've either unlocked all of the grids, or defeated the Alpha Tier boss encounter. Hello there everybody! Bunna here, and welcome back to some more ARK Gridlocked. It has been a hot minute since you guys saw me last. I do apologize for the break in videos, but I got caught up making that ARK Beginner's Guide that some of you may have seen posted on my channel, and that was like super time consuming. I spent a lot of time working on that because I wanted to get all the information correct, and I wanted to try to make it as complete and yet like clean and short as I could. Unfortunately, that did take a lot of work and a lot of time off my hands, which I could have been spending in ARK Gridlocked, but I really wanted to put out a beginner's guide before Genesis Part 2 come out, because I think it'll help out a lot of players who are either brand new to the game or returning to the game, so I really wanted to push that out there before I did anything else on my channel. But before we go any farther into this video, you guys know the drill, please go down and press that like button for me. Let's try to get up to the 50 like mark again, because it means that you guys are still enjoying this series, and it makes my little Bunna heart warm so that I keep making these videos for you guys. So last episode, we tackled the southeastern lava cave, and we fucking destroyed it. Okay? And then we unlocked ourselves a brand new grid, because we got that artifact. Now, at first, I kinda just blew off that grid, because I didn't think it was all that useful. But when I was editing the video, and then like double checking myself afterwards, I realized that that grid contains the eastern underwater cave. And so if you guys aren't familiar, there's like a little cave off the swamp to the east coast, which is now grid number 28 up there that you guys are seeing on my screen. And so that cave is like notorious for having some of the best, if not the best, blueprints on the island. On top of that, it also houses the artifact of the Cunning, which would be a brand new grid for us, plus the potential for some awesome blueprints. So you guys may have guessed it, this episode, we are going to attempt to tackle the underwater eastern cave, which is definitely not the name of it, but it's what I'm calling it. Now, in order to do this, we're going to have to make use of a few different things that we've got going on here in the base, okay? I want to make ourselves some Cactus Broth. If you guys don't know what Cactus Broth does, if you consume it, basically anything that's aggressive around you just won't give a shit about you. At least not until the timer expires. So you can get, like, pretty darn close to some things that would normally just tear your face off, and they just don't care. So we're gonna start making some of that. I think I might actually have all the stuff that we need. And if I type it into here, it might even bring it up. So let's look, Cact, and then we'll go under Crafted Foods, right there. So it's a Marberry, a Zolberry, Cactus Sap, Measureberry. Pretty sure I still have Cactus Sap. If not, I can make it. The rest of the berries, I just gotta gather if I don't already have them. They might have expired, but I did have a bunch of my feeding trough, so I'll just try pulling. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get ourselves some new berries, and it looks like we don't have the Cactus Sap either. Let me see if I got any in the fridge. I've got 82. So that'll make a good bit, actually. So I might just hop on... Let's just get on Athena, I guess, for right now, because I don't need a ton. And I'll just go down and get some berries real quick, and then we will try whipping up some of that stuff. Aside from that underwater cave, I've got a couple other things that I wouldn't mind checking out this episode as well. Namely, I would love to get us a custom food made. I kind of like briefly mentioned it last episode, that that's something that I definitely want to do, and I think we might try to do that. Maybe before we set out to go to that cave. We'll see how things turn out here. The other thing, which is a little bit more important than the custom food, is S Plus had a big update recently, and they changed the way a lot of their systems work. I want to say that they might have even done away with the animal tender, like, altogether. So the thing that we've been saving up for this whole time, I don't think even exists anymore, and I'm pretty sure it's just the item collector that does it all now. Like I said, I did get on off camera and maintain some stuff in my base, and that did involve me picking up the collector and then putting it back down to make it function again. I noticed that its radial wheel, like, changed, and there's some different options, but I don't know what all of them do, and I don't know what all they've removed. I haven't even looked at the patch notes yet, so a lot of stuff is pretty lost to me, and we might take a moment just to, like, check that out and see what all they changed. Alright, Cactus Broth, bada boom, bada bing. we can make a couple little batches of it. How many is that going to be? Is that just going to be 2? Yeah, it's just going to be 2. So we need some more cactus sap, which shouldn't be an issue. I think I've actually got a lot up here in the grinder. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's see. Cactus. How much does that make? 10 per. Let's make, like... Let's do 10. You know what? Let's just... Maybe we should do all of it? No, let's do like 20. Let's do like 20. There we go. And that'll give me a nice little supply. And then I shouldn't need any more than that. At least not for right now. I want to take, like, at least 2 with me during the first swim. And then I think I want to take extra along to put in, like, a bunker on the shore. Why the fuck am I typing in calc anyways? That's not even how you spell it. Cactus, pole, and we will just make what we can. So let's make ourselves a cooking pot, because I want to make a custom food recipe. I think I might do it now, before we look at the other S+ stuff, just because I'm kind of like, I'm feeling in the mood, you know? I want the custom food. It's been long enough. Now, the unfortunate part about this is, the custom food that we make is probably gonna suck, because we don't have anything in crafting skill. And I could take a mind wipe, and then make us a custom food then, which is probably the better alternative to do, but I really don't feel like refeeding all of this shit in the engrams, and like putting all these points back on my character. So, I'm not gonna do it right now. If we find out that we need it, then I will, but I think we're just gonna make a regular custom food for the time being, that might just end up saving us some weight, or some inventory space, or at the very least condensing some of our resources. So we need to get ourselves a note. We'll grab that. Okay. And we're not going to write on it because we're just going to put it inside the cooking pot. And then we can hit make recipe. And now we get to design ourselves our own custom little bunny bite. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it a bunny bite. So that right there, I like that image. Okay, that image right there, that looks like something a bunny would eat, you know? So now we just have to get like all the colors the way that we want them. And get it all fancy looking, you know? Let's make it fancy. Oh, that's looking pretty sexy. I'm kind of liking that. So now we're going to name this Bunny Bite. Maybe Bunny Bites. Go with that. And then the description, we're just going to simply say, the food of the bunny. And then now, we got to put in the ingredients that we want. And I'm thinking we're just going to do meat. I don't think I'm going to do, like, berries or fancy stuff or honey. The best food that you can get, really, is, like, element dust. But that would require me to have to, like, farm tech creatures. And I really don't want to have to do that just for my food source. So we're just going to use meat, I think. Alright, why don't we do, like, maybe 5 pieces of meat? Would that be enough? Does it tell me what the nutritional value of this will be with 5 pieces of meat? I'm thinking that would be pretty good. So the weight of this would be 0.5, and the spoil time is decent on meat, but it should go up a lot with a custom food. Plus it has a fancy look to it. I mean, obviously that's what we're doing this for, right? So let's go ahead and make the recipe. Okay, it's in my inventory. So now if we look at it, it will give me 8.5 food, 1.375 stamina, and 5.125 health. I'm pretty sure that that is absolute trash. Which means we probably need a better crafting skill. Alright, can I make a mind wipe, is my question. What is needed for a mind wipe? Let's check that out. Crafted food, mind wipe. Rare flowers, mushrooms, stimulant, cooked prime meat. I think I have all of that stuff. I got lots of prime. I think I've got the stimulants and the narcotics and all that stuff. I could just try pulling and see. Can I just pull for 2 of these? I got enough for 1 craft. I am missing measure berries, which is a very easy fix. Wait, I have measure berries. How many measure berries does it take? Okay, there we go. Now I had enough. I don't know what the problem was. I took everything out, and then I put it back in, and then it worked fine. Okay, so we have a mind wipe, and then do we have enough for another mind wipe? No, now I need measure berries and rare mushrooms. which means if I reset my character now to give him crafting skill, I can't reset him again in order to, like, reset him back to the way he is. So I think I'm gonna back burner the custom recipe, and we will just plan on making this maybe when we get back, as long as I get the resources. But for this episode, I primarily just want to push this underwater cave, because I am super excited to unlock that shit. So in order to tackle this underwater cave, we are going to need some scuba gear, which I've already got one set somewhere. I can't even remember where I buried it at. Probably in the smithy. Yep, look at that, in the smithy. That's where I shove everything. I just throw it all in the smithy. But I'm going to want extra sets, because if I happen to get hit down there, I want to make sure that I've got an extra set on me that I can use to get away. And that way I don't just, like, instantly fucking die from getting hit once. So, we're going to have to relearn Scuba, apparently, because I didn't have it learned from before. And then we're going to make one extra set. I don't think I'm going to need Scuba leggings, so I'm going to skip them for right now. I don't think they're necessary. And we're just going to make the other components to take along. And this here is the last pair of flippers. So we now have 3 full sets of Scuba. I'm going to take 2 with me, and then I'm going to have 1 as backup in a bunker on the shore, just in case, for some reason, shit hits the fan, and I've just got to have an extra backup to get down there and get my stuff, because I do not want to end up losing a grid in the process of trying to get a grid. So for the sake of keeping it simple, I think I'm just going to make myself like a little wooden 1x1 base for now, because I don't need anything special at all. I just basically have to have, like, walls and a roof that I can store some stuff in, and then I can just put everything in there, including a bed. I realize now that all that stuff that I just crafted is all vanilla. I probably should have made it S+. Speaking of which, we said we were going to look at the blueprints for S+, which I definitely want to do. Probably should do that before we set out, but I feel like I'm just getting sidetracked non-stop. I'm going to turn my gamma up so we are not blind. And then I think real quick, let's have a little peeky peek and see what all changed. I might just even type in S+ at the top, and then we can kind of tell. So, we already knew about the multi-tool and the omni-tool. They made that change a while back. The other things that I was curious about was, like, the automation-based stuff, because I'm pretty sure they did away with the animal tender altogether. The item collector says, collects items that dinos drop on the ground and produce in their inventory, also wool from sheep. So, that used to be the place of the animal tender before, was to collect acatina paste and that, and the organic polymer, off of snails. And then the sheep herder used to take wool from sheep. So the item collector does all of that now. Plus it distributes poop to compost bins and dung beetles. So this literally just, it took away all the other things. I mean, do they even exist anymore? If we type in animal tender, no, it's gone. Completely. Which means we no longer need the human hair for that. Which is kind of awesome. I'm really glad that they did this now before I actually saved up enough to make it, only so they could change it the next patch. That would kind of piss me off. And then the other thing was the sheep herder. And it doesn't exist. Okay. So, do they still have the other things? I know they have the farmer, because I still have him. There's a dermis display. So that might just be like the, like if you have a dermis from a character, you can display it on there. Kind of like the taxidermy stuff. So that's kind of neat. You could make like an audience of people then. That's kind of cool. They still got the hatchery, which that is good to know. We're going to need a hatchery at some point. I actually forgot about hatcheries. So we're definitely going to want to make one of those. We could probably make that pretty soon, actually, with the dodo eggs that we have producing. Aside from that, we've got the Nanny still, which does take human hair, and we have that already, which is great. And it looks like it does the same thing that everything else did. Or at least that it did before, rather. Okay, and then S+ mannequin. A posable character that you can dress up. Is that not the same as the other thing? The dermis? Maybe not. I don't know. We're not really going to mess around with those anyway, so it doesn't matter much. The farmer still distributes fertilizer needed by crops. Will collect fertilizer from compost bins and dung beetles. So that stayed the same. And then gardener collects crops from nearby crop plots. So yeah, that stayed the same. So it really looks like they just eliminated the animal tender and the sheep herder, and they just combined it into the item collector. Which is fine by me. I mean, that makes our lives a lot easier. What the fuck is that? Oh! collects and distributes many items from and to many different things. Huh. That thing looks shiny as fuck.
My tiny little nipples went to France.
We might need to look into that thing at some point. Huh. Not in this episode, because we got other plans, of course, but that looks really interesting. That definitely seems like something new. I call it a diarrhea. I don't know what this what is this? Diarrhea? Diarrhea? I don't know. It's a place to make dye, basically. I'm gonna call it diarrhea, because I think that's really funny. But aside from that, that's all that we can learn right now, it looks like. Oh no, there's more down here. Okay. I knew about the incinerator, so that stuff's not new. I would say that's about it. I might check out the patch notes off camera to see if I missed anything, but as far as I can tell, that was the only changes that they made. And then I told you guys that I already picked him up and placed him back down. They changed the skin, thank God, so he no longer looks like he's from Fallout. He's not, like, scary as fuck. And the wheel just kind of changed a little bit, like, when you open up his inventory. Like, in here, it's got a collector's options button now, and if you click that, it's got, like, different checkboxes for things, which actually makes it a lot cleaner than messing around with a wheel a whole lot. So I'm really glad that they did this. And it looks like they even have it set so you can pick up owl pellets with it too, which we're never going to worry about that, but it's still nice to know. Alright, so all in all, we can't make the crafted food yet until I get enough for another mind wipe potion. We've got all the stuff to go on our adventure. We went over the S Plus update, at least to the best of my knowledge currently. I think that we are all set to go fucking send this cave. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. One, I'm nervous, because the stakes are kind of high. But two, I have done this cave a lot. I used to play on ARK PvP official servers quite a bit. And so I had ran this cave dozens of times, getting blueprints for our tribe and stuff. So I'm kind of familiar with where the crates are, at least. I'm not familiar with where the artifact is. I want to say it's just in, like, the main chamber, like the last chamber you get to. I think it's just in a pool of water down there. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think it's going to be an issue, and I've done it with Cactus Sap, and it always goes pretty well, but I've never had this level of scariness before, you know? I've never had this at stake. In the past, I've always just ran this, and if I died, it was whatever, you know? I just lost my scuba set, and I would just re-dive, or it wouldn't be much of a big deal, you know? But now that I've got grids on the line, like I have the potential of losing a grid by doing this, I'm kind of scared a little bit. I really don't want to set this series back anymore, because I don't play all that much, you know? I play a little bit here and there and make videos, but I don't play a ton off camera to really make a bunch of progress to get grids back, and so I gotta be super careful here, because I don't want to set this series back for, like, forever, because I made one dumb mistake. You know? I think you guys know what I'm saying. Also, a couple of you guys were asking me where the ARK Quest video is that I talked about last episode. I think it was last episode, or the one before that. It's still in the works. I am writing the script still, because that thing takes a very long time to, like, fine-tune. I'm at the end of it now, pretty much. And a couple buddies of mine do some of the voices for me, so I've already sent them their lines and stuff like that, so it's just a matter of, like, getting us all to coordinate to make it happen. And then I'm the one that does all the recording, obviously, so I'll do, like, all of the character development and all the different, like, scenes and stuff, and that is very time-consuming to make all that stuff happen and all come together. And so, it's in the works, I promise, but something like that is a video I don't want to rush. I like taking my time with it, and I like getting all the scenes correct, and I like having it set up where the lines just hit where they need to hit, and so if I'm pressured and I feel rushed, then I don't want to produce a project that I'm not pleased with. You know? Okay, well, we're on the shore. The cave is just off the coast here. This is super dangerous. I mean, oh my god. The fucking snakes. I might come up the shore here and put down the foundation and stuff here, and then just go ahead and pot up Xavier. Alright, so we will slap down our little 1x1 shack here. And I'm just going to put everything in a storage box, basically, that I don't need to take with me, because I want to be as light as possible. That way I have faster movement speed. It's not crazy important. I'm really hoping that I don't even get attacked down there. But the quicker I can do it, and the faster I can get out, the better. Especially if I do actually get attacked, by eels too. I need to be able to outswim them if I get attacked once. So, my hope is that our movement speed is enough. And let's do east underwater. And we'll just leave it at that, I guess. Okay, Xavier? Thank you for getting me here, buddy. I gotta pod you up, dude. We got things to do. Alright, I'm gonna put all of my important gear inside this box, including my crossbow. I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm not gonna take my pike. I will take my spyglass, just in case I got a spyglass stuff. But my helmet I'm not gonna need. My chest I'm not gonna need, and my boots I'm not gonna need. And I will just take my gloves and my leggings. I'm gonna leave one scuba set here, as well as one cactus broth, so if shit hits the fan, I can spawn here and go back in and hopefully get my stuff. And then the rest of it I'm gonna take with me, so that if I get hit while I'm in the water, and my chest piece or something breaks, I can just put a new chest piece on, and I should be okay. Should be. Okay, everybody. Here we go. Popping this stuff. Wait a second. Hang on. I almost forgot one of the most important things that a scuba diver needs. As ridiculous as this might sound, and as stupid as it might seem to some of you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I need to make myself a wooden chair. Yeah. A scuba diver's best friend in ARK is a wooden chair. Because if you were down there scuba diving, and you run out of stamina, you can sit on a chair to refuel your stamina. And I've gotta have one of these to take with me. Because if I run out of stamina, I am fucked, and I'm not using a mount of any kind, so I can't just, like, hop on a dolphin and get my stamina back. I've got to have a place to sit, which is absolutely stupid and should not be in the game anymore at this point. But it has been that way for years, and I don't think there's any intentions of it changing. So we're just going to roll with ARK's broken system. Okay, now I'm slapping scuba gear on. Let's ditch the extra stuff that I don't need just to lose some weight here. And I think we're all set. I will pop the cactus broth when we get a little bit closer down here, because I want it to last as long as well, you know what? There's a fucking shark there. I'm just going to drink it right now, I think. Let's just take this right out the gate. Okay. I am now basically invisible, which is pretty sick. Hopefully I don't get too close to anything that it pulls aggro, and we can make this a nice, smooth little journey down here. This cave is scary as fuck. I won't lie to you. It is big. It is full of ARK's most dangerous creatures for the most part, at least in terms of underwater. There's usually squids. There's mosas. There's plesiosaurs. I believe there's Dunkleostesis, if that's how you say it. Full of eels, of course, because, you know, ARK can't be ARK without eels. But provided we have this broth running, I think we should be okay. I really hope so. We will try to loot some of the crates while we're down here, but that is not my main concern this trip. My main concern is getting that artifact and getting the fuck out of here. Alright, well, so far, I don't see really anything crazy dangerous. Now we're starting to get into it. Here we go.
Sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
Got some sharks, we got some Eurytrepids on the bottom that can knock me out. There's a Dunkleostesis. Okay. I don't see any crazy big dinos right now. So I don't see any of the squids or anything like that, which is good. I don't want to fuck with them if I don't have to. I'm pretty sure there's mosas down here too, like I said, so we gotta watch out for mosas. But I'm hoping we can just clench our little butt cheeks and we can just squeeze on by. I actually haven't ran this cave in a long time. So it's a little bit oh, there's a fucking crate right beside a shark. Well, I don't think we're gonna get that one. Alright, I do need to stop for stamina here, like real soon, though, so maybe I'll come over here And we will plop this chair down wherever it lets me. And here's the spot. And if we sit on this guy, we will rejuvenate our stamina, which will allow us to keep swimming down here. Okay, and then we just pick it back up and take it with us. So there's usually a red crate, like right in here. It may not be spawned right now, but usually I think there's one there. So we'll have to keep an eye out on our way back, just in case it spawns. Or one of the other spawns is like taking up its spawn. So if we loot another one, it might actually take its place where it needs to be, and we can do it. Oh my god, this place is dangerous. And I see a red loot crate, people. Alright. We are going to full send this one, because this is nice and easy to get to. Nothing dangerous around it. Please be something good. An Ascendant Anklo Saddle blueprint. I don't fucking need that. No part of me needs that. But that's a good sign. That's a pretty good blueprint. All things considered, that was like an over 90 armor blueprint, which is pretty damn insane. So I mean, ultimately, what I would want to get out of this cave would be a Megatherium blueprint. Because if I can get that, that like seals our victory for the boss fight that we are hopefully going to be pushing once we start getting some Megatherium bread. Also, it is so fucking dangerous in here, oh my god. There is just so much shit. At least the one really nice thing I don't gotta worry about is turrets. Because this is a hot spot for people to put bases on official servers. And I don't gotta worry about that on this server. Okay, so we're on land for a moment. This is also dangerous as fuck. I actually forgot about this portion of the cave. Because I have to get through on land, and there is all kinds of dangerous shit, and I completely forgot about this part. Like, 100% I forgot this existed. Okay, is there any cheatsy doodling that we can do? Can I cheatsy doodle this? No? Okay. I mean, I could try to, like, bolt and hope for the best. But if that spider catches me, I am surely fucked. Oh man, what should we do? What should we do? Okay, let's see how close we can get. Can we just... Oh, nope, it sees me. Okay, alright, we gotta go. We gotta go. Because these bats have mega rabies, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive those things have mega rabies. I really don't want to have to go back to base and get the saber and stuff. So maybe our play here is just aggroing stuff and then running into the water. And then it'll reset aggro, and then we can just sneak by. That might be our play. Okay. We'll sneak by little scorpy scorps. Uh-huh. And, oh, okay, don't web me. Don't web me. Okay, we snuck by. Let's keep on going. Keep on fucking going. Oh, we're balls deep. There ain't no turning back. Balls deep. Balls deep! Balls deep! Oh my god. Oh, Nelly. Okay. Alright, they're still gonna be coming for me. Yep. Oh boy, they're coming for me. I gotta make a decision. I gotta go. I gotta jump down here. Okay. We're good. We might just have to do this a few times. Okay, this is what you get into when you go into underwater caves. Now, something I have to be really cautious of is my Cactus Broth timer. Because if I cannot get back in time with the Cactus Broth running, I am fucked. So we're on a time crunch right now. We gotta go. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh boy. Wow, that juke. Okay. Let's try to get ourselves a little bit of stamina. And can we aggro this stuff? Yep. Okay. Alright. That may or may not have been successful. I can't quite tell yet. Well, I definitely pulled a lot of bats and a lot of scorpions off, which is good. That did not come out right.
That's what she said.
This run is getting easier every time, though, which is the good thing. I'm cleaning out all the mobs. Except these things. Oh, fuck me. Alright, we're gonna bolt, we're gonna bolt, we're gonna bolt. It can't even react, I'm so fucking fast. Watcha! Okay. And then we're gonna watcha! Yup. And then we're just gonna go. Don't kill me. Please. Please don't. Please don't. Did I make it? Did I survive? Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. I can't get webbed. I cannot get webbed. Huh? Uh-huh. Oh, God. Nope. 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 Okay. Woo. Wait a second. This is where I swam from before. I was already here. Wait, where's the artifact then?
We ain't found shit.
Alright, well my Cactus Broth is about to run out, so I need to get down somewhere where I can put a chair down and eat it. Because yes, you can also eat while you're sitting underwater with a scuba mask on. That's just the way that ARK functions, I know. Well, I'm fairly certain that this cave has an artifact. So maybe I'm just not finding it in the right spots. Maybe it's actually in the water here, and on the surface doesn't have any of the artifact type of stuff. Maybe I should search around a little bit better. Oh, I'm seeing like some fluctuation stuff over here. Is this where it's at? What's with the particle effects here? Usually when you see the particle effects, that's where the artifact... What the fuck is this? This looks like Satan's asshole. Where does this go? Okay, I promise you, I have never been down this chamber before. I have never been down this. What is this? Have I been only running like a small portion of this underwater cave? What the fuck? Oh god, this is so dangerous. There is so much badness down here. Wow. Okay, I gotta get awfully close to these sharks too. Please don't kill me. Please. Please. Please don't aggro me. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I have 100% never been down here before. Is that the artifact? Oh, it's the artifact! Oh my god, people! What? Oh! Oh, artifact of the Cunning. Okay, and we gotta get somewhere to put a chair down. I cannot put a chair... Oh, I got an explorer note. Sweet. I can't put a chair down anywhere here. Which means I gotta do it on land, and everywhere up here is like fucking covered in shit. This is not good. This is not good. Let's come over here. This might be the safest spot. Can I put it here, please? 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 I can't place it here? What? Oh, no. Oh, no, this isn't good. This is not good. You can't place chairs down here. Okay. This just all went south. I need to get up this hole, which means I'm probably going to be very slowly swimming up because I'm about to run out of stamina. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please, let me place it. Let me place it somewhere. Oh! Oh, thank God! Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was scary. If I got stuck down there and I couldn't, like, get back up with the stamina, oh, that would suck. That would suck so bad, because my Cactus Broth would run out. And then I would get aggroed by everything and then fucking die. Okay, we got the artifact, people. So now we just gotta get out of here, which is actually a very short route. The way out is this way. I really kind of want to try to get this loot crate while I'm here, but I don't know. It is so close to this shark. Habada. Can I get it? Oh no, I can't get it. Okay. Alright. I learned my lesson. I'm gonna swim away. That shark may also be on me. Yeah, okay, I got multiple sharks on me. I'm gonna say fuck it. We are getting the fuck out of here. This is not worth it. Oh, please don't touch my taint. Please don't touch my taint. I think there is actually... Oh my...
Jesus Christ.
You can have the fucking crate. I don't want it, I promise. That was like a whole new Sharknado movie in the making. Like, what the... Was that Sharkacane? Is it fucking Sharkacane? I can't believe I ran that cave as many times as I have in the past, and I never knew about that little tiny crevice down there. Like, what the fuck? How did I miss that? Okay! We are back on land. Which means we can officially chalk that up as a mission success. I did not get any good blueprints that I wanted, but that's not why we went down there. We went down there for the grid, which we're going to fly back to base and unlock as soon as we get back there. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. That went pretty smooth, for the most part. Couple hiccups, obviously. I forgot about 2 very major portions of the cave that I don't want to talk about, but the rest of it was fine. I mean, honestly, that went as smooth as it could have been. No deaths. I got hit like maybe once by that bat. I didn't get knocked out by the scorpions, so that's always a positive. All in all, I'm chalking this up as a massive success. Now, it would be super nice to keep rerunning that cave to get the proper blueprints that we need, but I know that you can do the boss battle with primitive saddles if you have good enough stats. The problem is just getting good enough stats on the Megatheriums that I've talked about. Because finding high levels of any kind on this server, as you guys know, is very difficult. So getting high levels with good stats is pretty damn impossible. Not impossible, but pretty damn impossible. Alright, we are back to Home Sweet Home. The humble little Bana abode. Alright, so the moment you've all been waiting for, we are going to tab out of the game and unlock our newly acquired grid. So here we are back inside GIMP. I've went ahead and put in all the numbers. I've got the random number generator right here, and we are going to change it to a max of 18, because we now have 18 potential grids that we can unlock. And going off of what we talked about last episode, and I believe the one prior, the Redwoods is still like my main priority, or the 2 northeastern mountains. Whether it be like the most northeastern one that's, I think, just a metal mountain, or the obsidian mountain that's to the west of that. So, grids 1, 14, 4, 16, or 18 would probably be my top picks. Outside of those, really the only other grids that I truly want to unlock are either ones that house a cave, or some of the ones up in the winter zone. But we can't get those yet, obviously, because we're not close enough to start getting the potential to unlock them. So, Redwoods in the mountains is what we're shooting for. Cross your fingers. Here we go. 10. 10 is Ocean, which does absolute fuck all for us. Just nothing. I don't even think that there's any kind of underwater cave out there. So, yeah. This one's just complete shit.
Disappointed!
Well, I guess we can't complain too much. A grid is a grid. We will take whatever we can get, and it's all progress in the end, right? So this will be the 29th grid that we've unlocked, and it's going to be 6590, I believe. So I'll mark that as 29. Boom. There it is. Ocean. Yeah, it's pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. But the important thing to remember here is that we went out to conquer a cave, and we once again fucking destroyed it! Okay, maybe we didn't, destroy it, but we did pretty good. We didn't die, we'll put it that way. So before we wrap things up this episode, there was a couple things that I wanted to do. One of them is make the Nanny, because there's no longer an animal tender, so we don't need to worry about saving all that hair that we've been cutting. We can just go ahead and use it to make her. So I'm going to take this out, and we'll replace that with a 1. We're going to pull the resources. Bada boom, bada bay.
Boom, bam, bop.
Now the one thing I did notice is that they have her little, her thing changed there, and it says, just requires power. And before, I'm pretty sure it said requires honey in order to power it. So is this just electricity-based now? Or what? How does this work? Maybe I should put her, close to the generator, just to see. Let's put her, right here to start, because I can move her if I need to. Let's put her down. Okay. It says powered. And it deactivates, so presumably it's already active. Which means the Nanny just runs on power right now. So that is a super nice change. Before it used to take giant bee honey, like I said, so you'd have to have, like, 2 hives or whatever running, just in order to power this thing so that it would imprint all of your babies for you when they're raising. So the fact that they changed this to just electricity, that is fucking awesome, my god! So can I place her all the way over here, or is that gonna be too far away? Oh no, she says powered! Alright! That's phenomenal! So did they change anything else? Change food amount? Okay, so they have some extra options in here for, like, feeding your dinos. That's kind of sweet. And then it looks like it still just imprints like it did before, which was, like, the main reason for having the nanny. You can use her to feed the babies, too, which is nice. But I know before they were kind of glitchy. So you still wanted to, like, feed them when they were super young and then just trough them when they were old enough. The main reason for having her was just because she'll just automatically imprint them without having to, like, take them on walks or give them kibble or all the extra stuff that you usually have to do. So this is super nice. S+, this was a good update. You guys did a nice update. I approve so far. The last thing that I want to do before we end this episode is mind wipe my character and make ourselves one baller piece of food. Maybe even a couple different ones, just to try some things. But I'm thinking cooked meat is probably the best thing to use. And then outside of that, I think I would like to try to make one out of element dust, just so that I have the recipe. And then hopefully, as I get more of this stuff from killing tech creatures, I could just make myself more custom food with the blueprint that I made while I have that crafting skill. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and pull ourselves a new note. I'll make that. Alright, so let's consume this Mind Wipe tonic, and I am going to put all of my points into crafting skill in order to make this recipe. And hopefully it turns out pretty damn good. Because if it doesn't, this was an entire waste of time. Okay. Boom! I am 1,000% crafting skill. So let's see... Oh, I can't move because my inventory's full. Alright, we got our inventory sorted. I think we're okay now. So I've got the note in here. I'm gonna go ahead and make recipe. And I'm pretty much just gonna design this the same exact way I designed the last one. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, model it and all that stuff. I don't need to put you guys through that a second time, so give me one moment.
5 minutes later.
You know, that's looking pretty darn good. I think a Bunna would eat that. Let's go ahead and name it. We'll name it. Not that. That looks like a penis. Bunna Bites. We're going to call it the food of the Bunna. Okay. And let's try adding... Let's just do 5 pieces of meat again. Because I want to compare what it was without crafting skill compared to what it is with crafting skill. So, I'm okay with the look of that. Name of it looks good. The food of the Bunna looks good. Let's go ahead and make recipe. Okay. And now we get to compare the two. So, this one here was our old recipe. It was food 8.5, a little bit of stamina, which is negligible, and the health is 5.125. With 1,000% crafting skill, the same exact recipe becomes 109.74 food, 60.80 health, and 6.4 stamina. Holy shit! Wow, what a difference! What a fucking difference! That's insane. Okay, I think I'm still gonna go ahead and make one with element dust, because I'm curious, like, what that's gonna turn out to be. If I can make, like, one element dust and it makes a really good food, then I think I might actually try that. So, let's give that a shot real quick. And I'm actually just gonna drop this first recipe, because this thing is fucking garbage now. I'm just gonna keep the nice new one, and then I'll see what I can make with the dust here. And it might actually turn out better than the one that I just made, I'm not sure. Alright, we'll name this one Bunna Bite instead of Bites. And we will say the food of the Bunna. We'll keep that the same. And I think what we'll do is we'll just do, like, maybe, like, 1 element dust? Just to see? I mean, that actually might end up being a really good food. I'm not positive. I could also do, like, 5 element dust, which might be fine as well. But if I could just make, like, 85 Bunna Bites out of the 85 element dust, then I think that'd be pretty sweet. So, let's see what kind of stats it gives, and then if it's not good, maybe we'll redo it. So, it's in my inventory. So it gives 11.8 food, 11.8 health, and 11.8 stamina. So the stamina on that is really good. I mean, like, 1 element dust is 11.8 across the board, and the meat recipe that I made with 5 pieces of meat only gives 6.4 stamina. So, element dust is definitely the way to go if I used more. So maybe I'll make one more recipe that is 5 element dust, and I'll just leave it at that.
5 minutes later.
Okay, Bunna Bites again. The food of the Bunna. And this time we have 5 element dust as the recipe. And let's make that. And I mean, legitimately, it should just be that 11.8 or whatever times 5. Right? Yeah, so it ends up being 55 food, 55 health, 55 stamina for 5 element dust. Which is really good. That is some solid food. So, if I start to get a larger supply of element dust, I think I will make this food recipe. For the time being, I think I will use the other one, which is the 5 cooked meat one over here. So I'll use it for the time being to last me, and then as I start getting more element dust, I'll start making this stuff, because I think it'll end up being better. Well, we have to give it a whirl, right? We just have to. So let's put this inside the cooker. We will throw in some meat. And look at it. Oh, look at it crank them out, people. I got 20 Bunna Bites. That is glorious. And so the other nice big bonus to this is, check this out. A stack of meat, which doesn't even compare to the stat restoration, is 5 pounds. And a stack of my Bunna Bites is only 4 pounds, plus this will last me fucking forever. And it is a way better food. So it's lighter, its spoil timer is way longer, and it will last me so much longer. So like this stuff right here is the nectar of the fucking gods. Well, now, of course I have to try my own creation, otherwise this is all for nothing, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, that's some good shit. Look at my food just climbing. Just climbing. Alrighty, everybody, well, that is going to have to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to go down below and press that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please keep leaving me comments to let me know if you're still liking the content or if there's anything you'd like me to change up. Feel free to join the Discord associated with the channel, because right now there's a bunch of you bunnas in there, all chatting away and enjoying each other's company, and it's been a really nice experience so far to help me, connect to you guys and talk with you, see about things that you might want to see or what you're excited about in the future, and it's been really cool interacting with all of you so far, so if you haven't joined that already, please go down below, click the Discord link, and join it to have some fun with all of us. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time!